In the year 1900 before Christ, in a fertile valley east of the Dead Sea, two cities rose like shining jewels in the heart of the desert: Sodom and Gomorrah. Their towers gleamed under the sun, their streets overflowed with music, wine, and pleasure. There was no modesty, no law. Luxury was the norm. Indulgence was a virtue. The name of God was nothing more than a fading echo in the memories of the old. But the sin of these cities did not remain hidden. From every injustice, every abuse, every act of cruelty, a cry rose up to heaven, and heaven answered. The earth shook. The air turned to fire, and from above, judgment fell. Flames like tongues of wrath descended from the sky. Burning sulfur consumed the homes, the temples, the palaces. The towers split in two, the walls melted like clay, and the ground itself opened to swallow every trace of life. No stone was left upon another. No scream remained unanswered. No ruins, no remains, no graves, only ashes and silence. Thus vanished Sodom and Gomorrah, wiped from the face of the earth by the judgment of the Most High. To this day, no one can say with certainty where they once stood. Only the desert dust keeps their secret. And even now, millennia later, humanity still wonders, what did those people do to deserve such a punishment? What really happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? This is their story. Water flowed down from the mountains, forming rivers that wound through the plains like veins of silver. The breeze, rich with the fragrance of wildflowers, swept across golden wheat fields, swaying the stalks like a golden ocean beneath the rising sun. Fruit trees stood tall with branches heavy with abundance, and vines clung to stone walls, swelling with grapes that burst with sweetness at the slightest touch. The lands of the Jordan were a paradise, a lush garden stretching as far as the eye could see. Thriving cities rose amid that abundance, their streets paved with carved stone, their squares bustling with merchants offering foreign silks, fragrant spices, and gold shaped by skillful hands. In the markets, traders called out their wares with confident voices, while musicians played lyres and flutes to delight those passing by. In the palaces, oil lamps cast a warm glow over endless feasts, where nobles laughed with goblets raised, their hands adorned with rings. The people flourished, harvests never failed, and the flocks multiplied without end. The city walls rose in arrogance, defying both the desert and time itself. Nothing seemed to threaten their greatness. But beneath that appearance of glory, something else was growing in the shadows. Something no walls, no wealth, no abundance could contain. The sun bathed the towers of Sodom in golden light, reflecting off marble rooftops and crystal-clear fountains that adorned the city's squares. The streets were crowded with merchants offering vibrant fabrics, exotic perfumes, and precious stones brought from distant lands. Caravans arrived laden with gold and spices, and the sound of coins changing hands echoed through the markets. The banquets were endless. Tables covered with delicacies stretched across the palaces of the powerful, where wine flowed without limit, and music rose between alabaster columns. In every corner of the city, abundance filled the air. For many, life in Sodom meant a carefree existence, without lack, without worry, without restraint.